Black men have mastered the art of playing two black women against each other. And baby, if he's a misogynist, he don't care if you lose your life in the process. Sisters, are you listening to me? These black men do not care if you lose your life.
And it was all for me.
9:05 a.m. in the South Loop. The morning routine shattered. Chaos erupts minutes after a mother drops her child off for first grade. A new angle of the footage, disturbing, raw, and only just surfacing, shows the EMTs desperately trying to save Romeca Meeks-Blackmon as witnesses look on. This wasn't a random act of violence. This was the culmination of a decade of hidden animosity, alleged domestic abuse, and a love triangle that spun violently out of control. The question now haunting the investigation: why was she there, and who really arranged this deadly confrontation? But to understand the alleged setup, we must first look at the man in the center, Carlos Losos Way. Welcome to True Crime Autopsy. May Romeca's family find peace. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. We bring the part the media never reported. The facts are brutal. Romeca was gunned down minutes after leaving a motivational note for her son, a final, heartbreaking gesture. The alleged shooter, Holly Johnson, was initially detained, then shockingly released without charges, sparking massive public outcry and a community demanding a grand jury indictment. But the deeper mystery lies with her ex-boyfriend, Carlos Losos Way. Unsubstantiated rumors from eyewitnesses and family now allege a years-long relationship with Romeca, marked by silent domestic violence, leading some to ask, did Carlos play a calculated role in orchestrating the confrontation, perhaps even witnessing the fatal shot?
They not looking for him. He already did that shit. Not looking for him. He already did that shit last week, man.
He didn't go to the grand jury. He didn't go to the grand jury last week.
Man, they tricked him into coming in to do another fucking statement, bro. He gave his same statement he gave on the fucking scene. They tricked him into coming in. They lied to him, told him it was supposed to be grand jury. It wasn't no fucking grand jury.
That statement going to the grand jury, though.
Tonight, we break down the latest police updates, the eyewitness claims that implicate both women's shared lover, and analyze the raw footage to uncover the truth behind who prosecutors are targeting and whether a supposed partner turned out to be the ultimate conspirator. Romeca Meeks-Blackmon was defined by her devotion. Known as Big Meeks, she was a source of strength, ambition, and joy for her family. Her greatest pride was her son, who had just started first grade. Her final act of love, that now viral note placed in his lunchbox, paints the picture of a woman focused entirely on her child's future. We explore her life, her dreams, and her relentless effort to provide stability, which now makes her violent death near the school gates so profoundly tragic. This daily routine, this beautiful moment of motherhood, was being watched unknowingly by the people who would ultimately end her life. The threads of this tragedy are woven through one man. Carlos Losos Way was the common denominator, the father of children with both Romeca and the eventual shooter, Holly Johnson. For 9 years, he and Romeca had been entangled. But behind the scenes, Romeca's family alleges she was silently enduring a pattern of domestic violence from Carlos, masking a turbulent relationship from the outside world.
So a lot of people want my opinion on this Romeca Meeks situation. Rest in peace, baby girl. And I'm gonna keep it simple because, you know, if y'all go through my videos and content as far as 5 years back, I've been teaching black women this same shit. I don't know if y'all have been listening to me. I don't know if y'all think I'm crazy. Everything that I preach in my videos is coming to pass. It's coming into fruition. This shit is not a game to me, black woman. When I tell you these black men will set you up to get unalived and they will use a desperate bitch to assist them, the bitch be right there, pick me ass bitch willing to help him take you out. It's not a game to me. I really be trying to help y'all, yo. Go to my YouTube channel. There's thousands of videos of me preaching to black women about narcissistic black men trying to destroy good black women. It's not a game. Rest in peace, Romeca. Let me get my microphone in front of my mouth so I can really talk my shit. What happened to Romeca is a classic case of narcissistic triangulation. I've made millions of videos about how a narcissistic man triangulates two women against each other. I personally believe that in this case with Romeca, she was caught up in a love triangle she didn't want to be in with two horrible narcissistic, sociopathic, psychopathic, dark triad people. Okay? A man and a woman. A man who was obviously mad that she was doing better in life without him and he couldn't control her. So he found another low-life sociopathic woman to help him wipe out and destroy Romeca. This is called triangulation. My black sisters, I want you to get familiar with this manipulative abuse tactic. Black men.
This created a toxic foundation of anger and resentment, making her a target of a calculated hatred. Carlos's normal life hid a history of emotional manipulation. Carlos didn't just share children with two women. He allegedly weaponized them against each other. Holly Johnson's deep animosity toward Romeca, the one that ended in a bullet, is believed by sources to have been fueled by Carlos's false accusations about Romeca's character. He created a narrative for Holly that painted Romeca as the antagonist, essentially manufacturing a reason for Holly to despise her. Holly's obsession was so intense that some noted the strange visual parallels in their lives, including a curious observation about colors worn at their respective baby showers, suggesting Holly saw herself locked in a sinister competition. How can one person's opinion, or lie, drive another person to such a violent obsession? Tell us your thoughts below. The week before the shooting was the point of no return. We look at the digital trail. Reports claim Holly, after making bold statements on Facebook Live, drove straight to the South Loop, an indication this was not a spontaneous crime of passion, but a planned confrontation. Was she seeking to humiliate Romeca? Was the gun a prop that turned deadly, or was murder the intent all along? We analyze the hours leading up to the 9:05 a.m. drop-off, focusing on missed opportunities, chances for friends or family to intervene, or for one of the women to step back from the brink. The final text messages, the last phone calls, these digital crumbs trace a path straight to the deadly spot near the school. In exactly 72 hours, Holly Johnson would be free and Romeca Meeks-Blackmon would be dead. The scene is a school zone. Romeca had just finished the most sacred of morning duties. The argument quickly escalated from verbal threats to a physical fight. The sudden drawing of the gun was the immediate shift from street brawl to execution. The proximity to the school, a safe zone legally restricting firearms, adds a layer of cold calculation to the shooter's action. Romeca was hit directly in the face, a clear message of hatred. The immediate aftermath was confusion. Witnesses scrambling, a suspect fleeing, and a crime scene blooming directly across from where children were beginning their school day. The initial discovery was horrific, but the new color-edited footage gives us a shocking second-by-second look at the desperate moments immediately following the shot. This closer angle reveals exactly what the witnesses described as too real. The chaotic, frantic efforts of the EMTs to save a life that was already ebbing away. The raw footage underscores the brutality of the act, showing the devastating impact on first responders and bystanders. It confirms the speed and finality of the violence. But as this horrific scene unfolded, police had a suspect, Holly Johnson. They took her in. Then, they let her go. The initial release of Holly Johnson without charges ignited a firestorm in Chicago. Police had to go back to the drawing board. Investigators focused on securing key evidence: shell casings, phone records, and surveillance footage that could prove premeditation. The breakthrough came through eyewitness statements. One key witness emerged, pointing directly to Holly Johnson and confirming a crucial detail. Carlos Losos Way saw it all. This piece of information shifted the focus of the investigation entirely. This detail would become the crucial link, forcing prosecutors to re-examine the role of the man who supposedly loved them both. As public pressure mounted, prosecutors are now reportedly targeting Holly Johnson for indictment. This means the state believes it has the evidence to prove the crime was committed. But the community's outrage isn't satisfied. We must confront the conspiracy theory, the question of whether Carlos Losos Way set Romeca up for the shot. We delve into the allegations of domestic abuse, theorizing that Carlos may have lured Romeca to that confrontation spot, either by prearrangement with Holly or by simply knowing the outcome of an inevitable fight. His alleged failure to intervene, despite an eyewitness claiming he saw the murder, elevates his role from mere bystander to potential silent accomplice. The argument here is that he used Holly's manufactured hate as a weapon, effectively removing Romeca from his life without pulling the trigger himself. His silence, the community argues, speaks volumes. Romeca's death has left an irreplaceable void. Her mother, Tina McMiller, is now raising her grandson, who has visibly shut down from the trauma. At the vigil, surrounded by balloons bearing the nickname Big Meeks, the family didn't just ask for justice for Romeca. They called for an end to gun violence and for the state to enforce mental health resources, acknowledging the deep-seated issues that led to this deadly love triangle. This tragic case has become a symbol for the failure of the system to protect women caught in cycles of alleged domestic abuse and targeted violence. The legal fight for Romeca is far from over. Holly Johnson is the target of an indictment, but the questions around Carlos Losos Way's involvement, the man who fueled the hatred and potentially witnessed the death, continue to haunt the community. No man is ever worth killing someone over. Romeca was a mother, daughter, and sister. She deserved a peaceful life, not a violent death near her son's school. What do you think of the new footage? Should Carlos face charges for his alleged involvement in the setup? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to keep following the latest true crime stories the media missed, make sure you subscribe to True Crime Autopsy. Join us next time as we explore a similar case of silent domestic abuse turned fatal. Until then, be safe.